let's talk about one of the most incredible chapters in the Qur'an, Surah An-Nur, which literally means the light. But we're not just going to talk about what it means. We're going to get into how it actually works, how it can be a powerful tool to generate real spiritual energy and build a shield of light around your life. So, what's the big secret here? Many of us know this surah, but what is it that makes it such an intense, concentrated source of spiritual power? What's really going on beneath the surface? Well, let's dive in and find out. You know, when we think of a spiritual powerhouse, Surah Al-Baqarah is usually the first one that comes to mind. And for good reason. It's a titan. It's famous for spiritual revival and strength. But Surah An-Nur, it's different. It's like this hidden gem. It's way shorter, but it's absolutely packed with this unique, concentrated, protective energy. See, it's not about size. It's all about the intensity. And this isn't just a feeling. We can actually see it in the numbers. Take a look. Surah Al-Baqarah mentions light 18 times in over 280 verses. Now look at Surah An-Nur. In just 64 verses, it mentions light 9 times. That's half the mentions in less than a quarter of the space. We're talking about an incredibly potent, super concentrated dose of light. So, what is all this concentrated light for? What's its purpose? Well, it directly addresses a fear that is deeply human, something we all worry about. The fear of having your reputation attacked, slandered, just ruined. We've all been there. And believe it or not, this surah provides the divine solution. And here's the proof, right in the heart of the surah. This verse was revealed after a major, painful incident of slander. It's not just telling a story, it's speaking directly to anyone who's facing that kind of attack. And listen to how it reframes everything. Do not think it is bad for you, rather it is good for you. Wow. The surah itself is the response to this exact problem. Okay, but this is probably what you're wondering. It's one thing to read a verse and feel comforted, but how can the act of reciting a surah create an active shield? How does that even work? What's the spiritual mechanism that turns words into protection? Here's how it breaks down. It's really a 4-step process. First, you recite Surah An-Nur. This is like turning on a generator. Second, that recitation starts to build up your inner spiritual light. You're charging yourself up. Now here's the key part, step 3. This light doesn't magically erase your flaws. We're all human, but it conceals them. And that's step 4. Your reputation is shielded. Let me put it another way. The inner light you generate becomes so radiant, so brilliant, that it basically blinds other people from seeing your imperfections. Imagine trying to find a speck of dust on the surface of the sun. It's impossible. People with bad intentions can't find faults to attack because your light just outshines everything else. It's a shield made of pure brilliance. Now, this light is a form of energy, and like any energy, think of your phone battery, it can be charged and it can be drained. The surah makes this crystal clear right from the beginning. The fastest way to drain your spiritual battery? Fornication. But it also gives you the charger, the consistent recitation of the surah itself. It's a whole system for spiritual energy management. Okay, so this is great. We know how to charge up, but how do you keep the battery from draining? How do you make this protective light a permanent fixture in your life so you're not constantly fluctuating between full and empty? Well, the clue is hidden in plain sight. There's a word that appears again and again in this surah, the word house or houses. It's mentioned a remarkable 14 times. Now, that is not a coincidence. That is a major piece of this puzzle. The key is in the famous verse of light. It uses this beautiful metaphor of a mishka, or a niche. It's a recess carved into a wall, specifically designed to hold a lamp, protect its flame, and amplify its glow. So this niche, this perfect container for light, it's a metaphor for your home. And look, this isn't just some clever interpretation. The text spells it out for us. Verse 35 gives us that powerful image of the light protected inside the niche. And how does the very next verse begin? In houses. The connection is immediate. It's undeniable. The home is the designated container for this sacred light. So this is the big takeaway. Your home is transformed. It stops being just a building with walls and a roof. It becomes your spiritual charging station. It's the sanctuary you retreat to preserve and recharge the light that the outside world is constantly trying to drain from you. And that brings it all full circle. Surah An-Nur gives us a complete system. You get a divine shield for your reputation, which is powered by a light that you yourself generate. And it gives you the method to make that energy permanent by turning your own home into a fortress, a niche for that divine light.
So we'll end on this thought. The entire system is laid out for you. The tools are right there. The only question left is a personal one for you to think about. Is your home the niche that protects and amplifies your light?